Here is my heart. It's the one I've spent all this time keeping safe. Oh, that's a bit ominous. Allure Galaxy. After breakfast, my hurried footsteps accompany the secretaries as they echo in the corridor. We're heading toward the council room. Give me the latest report on the rebellion at the border.
Yes, Your Majesty. 2 days ago, an armed conflict broke out in the Sten Galaxy, a vassal to the Empire. Their former leader was overthrown. The new leader, Helron, has publicly declared succession and is launching an assault on the Empire's Fortress No. 1.
We gotta get rid of him then.
The major station there defected during combat and colluded with Sten's forces.
Fortress No. 1 is a strategic checkpoint on the Empire's border. Its firepower is enough to lock down the entire Stein Galaxy. It's the Empire's spear and its shield. If it falls, unrest will inevitably spread to the Heartland. The traitor at the border, Major Wise, I presume? Where is he?
After the rebellion was crushed, he was taken to the Empire's most secure prison. Now, he waits for Your Majesty's judgment.
Good. Let him ruminate. There are more pressing matters at hand. Since the rebellion at Fortress No. 1 has been dealt with, a power vacuum has formed. Spoils must be claimed. The greedy nobles have already gathered in the council room. They're eager to control the fortress. Who led the campaign against the rebels?
It was the Grand General, Your Majesty. His forces have already taken control of Fortress No. 1. The Grand General has just arrived at the palace. He's waiting for you in the council room alongside the nobles and ministers.
Zayne. In the second month of my reign, Zayne left the capital to deal with the rebellions on the border. It's been 6 months since I last saw him. To ignore the limits of his authority again, is this his idea of a gift? No matter. I'm ready to play his game. Go forth. With the finest visage, deceive their eyes. And disguise your true heart underneath the guise. Hello. At the far end of the room... Oh my goodness, excuse me. I was not done reading that. I didn't even start. At the far end of the room, Zayne stands with his back to the assembly. Once he hears my footsteps, he slowly turns.
Your Majesty.
Okay. Zayne gives me a slight nod of acknowledgement. He looks the same as I remember. Stern, indifferent, and almost unchanged. Under the watchful, scheming eyes of the court, I smile and... Do not start with me, game. Don't. I smile and walk towards Zayne before rightfully sitting down in the center. Zayne, you spent the last 6 months quelling rebellions. I trust you haven't sustained any serious injuries.
Perhaps it's thanks to Your Majesty's blessing that I remain unscathed.
I'm liking how deep your voice is in this event, sir. Swear I didn't look on purpose, but it's handsome. I'm going to be bringing that up in photo shoot later and taking a peek. I got no shame. I will be looking on purpose. I can't help but glance in his direction. Before I can speak, the nobles below use this chance to reveal their accusations as if I've given them a signal.
Whenever the Grand General pacifies a region, he stations his troops there and refuses to leave. One might think your Majesty had given him those planets to govern.
The Empire Codex states that one must not seize territories under the Empire's protection in the name of military achievements. All reclaimed territory should be distributed among the nobility by the current ruler. And yet the Grand General's takeover of the fortress disregards the Imperial law and your Majesty's authority. I implore you to punish him for his crimes.
I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be the type of punishments that you would actually are thinking of, I'm sure. Because I couldn't do that to him. In unison, every noble bows and silently pressures me. They pretend to uphold the law and defend my honor, but they want to drive a wedge between me and Zayne. Oh yeah, they do. I look at Zayne, who has the faintest hint of a smile on his lips, despite the indictments? He doesn't show any traces of unease. I've seen this expression countless times. I know that Zayne's actions always come with meticulous preparations.
The Lord of Star Sector Number 3 allowed his subordinates to invade a vassal planet, plunder its resources, and destroy its starships. Would that not constitute an abuse of power?
Call him out, honey.
Star Sector Number 2 has been underreporting its tax revenue. If paid in full, the arrears could cover the Empire's military budget for 5 years. Imperial law also states that the punishment for such a crime is exile. Smuggling for profit, imposing extortionate levies, misappropriating supplies, falsifying production reports. These are all capital offenses the Empress must judge. Since all of you hold the Imperial law in such high regard, let us abide by it.
Oh yeah.
I presume there are no objections.
I suppress the urge to laugh. When it comes to governing the Empire, Zayne and I have no fundamental disagreements. The galaxies Zayne pacified are safer in his hands compared to these nobles. Still...
Don't change the subject, Zayne. We're talking about you seizing Imperial territory for yourself.
I would call it protecting Her Majesty's territory from parasites.
You...
Setting other matters aside, the jurisdiction of Fortress Number 1 concerns Imperial defense. Only Her Majesty has the authority to decide its fate. Wouldn't the Grand General's unauthorized takeover be considered an overreach of his authority?
Nah. That's fine. This is precisely what I've been considering. Zayne has certainly accomplished a great deal. He has restored order to the land, yet in turn, he has quietly amassed more power. Out of the nobles who have remained silent, a good number maintain contact with Zayne in secret. Their silence in the council room speaks of where their true loyalties lie. It's time to make a decision. Don't make me make a decision. Oh. Okay. Girl. No way. Execute everyone. I shall deal with it myself. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Incompetent nobles, inflexible ministers, none of them is worthy of my trust. Is that execute everyone at the damn table? Zayne could have been that person, but as of this moment, I can no longer read his intentions. So, I shall deal with it myself. It was a nonchalant announcement. I almost wish I chose the other one now.
There's no precedent for this.
As of today, there is. Please consult the Codex. Is there anything that forbids an empress from directly ruling her territory? The nobles exchange uncertain glances. For them, submitting to me is still a better alternative than submitting to Zayne. Why? I submit to him. Gladly. The deciding factor is Zayne's attitude. I've been closely observing his reaction.
Fortress number 1 is yours, Your Majesty.
Okay. Work has gotten busier, so I gotta go. Okay, no problem, Jay. You think it matters a lot if you choose the other option? I have no idea. Because that was a bit of an extreme answer, just announcing to kill everyone. So I don't know how that would make a difference. I'm curious, though. We might have to go back and just choose and see. I have to thank you for quelling the rebellion, Grand General. And just like that, the fate of the disputed territory is settled. The nobles' faces fall, their eyes darting between Zayne and me. They're searching for any sign of a conspiracy. Even I feel a flicker of doubt. Will Zayne truly let it end like this? To keep Zayne in check, this is hardly enough. Reclaiming galaxies is only the first step. I need to gauge Zayne's current military strength in case the worst comes to pass.
I will withdraw my troops as soon as possible to complete the process, Your Majesty.
There's no rush. I have other uses for your troops, Grand General. According to tradition, the Empress's coronation ceremony is a months-long affair. It culminates in a grand military parade. However, because of the uprising in the Stein Galaxy, Zayne was... Zayne was ordered to take the main fleet to the border. The military parade was indefinitely postponed. I hope my cough is not going to pose a bloody problem for me today. It's time to hold the parade. The location will be Fortress number 1, my newly claimed territory. Zayne? Oh my goodness.
I have no objections.
Oh, good. With a radiant smile on my face, I turn to the nobles. You will gather your armies and participate as well. It's settled, then. If there's nothing else, all of you are dismissed. Oh. Before the nobles could react, the guards stationed outside the room enter because of my orders. They escort them out. Faced with the guards' weapons, they can only swallow their protests and leave. Each mulls over their own thoughts. The innocent return home, and the guilty are sent to prisons on the border. Wait, Zayne. I call up to him in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear. Stay at the palace tonight. Damn, girl. Just invite him over to your place, I guess. I lead Zayne through the corridors as we head to the room that was prepared for him. Did you see the looks on those nobles' faces when I asked you to stay? Suspicious, prying, suggestive, wanting a good show, they were eager to see what would transpire.
I imagine most won't be sleeping well tonight.
Me included, probably. Help, maybe, please. Satisfied with my victory, I turned to face Zayne and walked backward with a spring in my step. They were already placing bets on us.
On whether you'll kill me?
On how I'll kill you. On how I'll kill you. I admit, some of their ideas have been inspirational.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
The fact that you're aware means your influence is greater than what their intuition tells them.
That's not the reaction I was hoping for. I turned back around and quickened my pace. Your supporters grow in number every day. More planets pledge their allegiance to you. As for me, it doesn't matter how great my influence is. As Empress, such as myself, is still dispensable. Silence hangs in the air behind me. I wonder what Zayne is thinking. Quite some time has passed before he speaks.
You've never been one to let others sway you.
You know me so well. A branch reaches into the corridor, which blocks my path. Unwilling to bow my head, I stop beneath it and turn to face Zayne. We bow to no branch. What does my preceptor think of my decision in the council room? I deliberately enunciate the old title as if to provoke him.
I was under the impression we were past that once you ascended the throne.
How so? You remember this tree? We planted it years ago. It's been here all this time, yet it's never bloomed. Back then, I was only the crown princess, while Zayne was already the Grand General with several medals. He commanded the army and oversaw the Empire's most prestigious military academy. Eager to learn the art of politics from a master, I sought him out. When I returned to the palace, Zayne was the only person I could trust and depend on during the struggle for the throne. The tree symbolizes our alliance and the trust we once shared.
You were an excellent learner.
His voice is distracting me. Zayne picks up garden shears and begins pruning the overgrown branches.
You used the military parade as a pretense to gauge the strength of my forces. In addition, you kept me here in front of everyone and used our association as a warning to the nobles. Killing two birds with one stone. It was a clever move.
Has it ever occurred to you that he meets my gaze and I don't look away? I asked you to stay because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It wasn't necessarily because I wanted to intimidate the nobility. The journey from the border to the Empire is long. You need to properly rest. Zayne is momentarily stunned. Seeing him at a loss for words improves my mood. Your room is just ahead. You've used it before, so I doubt you need me to show you the way. Was this walk always short? What a shame. I wanted to see Zayne speechless for a little longer. Holding my head high, I pass under the tree and walk away. Three years ago, okay. In the study, Zayne and I sit across from each other, and a holographic screen is between us. The combat simulation is about to begin. The Empire's deployments have been adjusted according to my new defense protocol. This simulation will test its viability. Zayne attacks while I defend. The simulation ends when the Empire falls. This protocol is my chance to prove myself as the Crown Princess. I'm taking this very seriously, which means Zayne will show no mercy.
Checkmate.
Yeah.
Your defenses are impeccable, Your Highness. Your execution, however, could be improved.
Stop mocking me. I'll defeat you next round.
I'm looking forward to it.
In the new game, I successfully avoid making my previous mistakes and gradually take control of the board. I triumphantly look at Zayne, but he still appears certain about his victory. When I realize something's amiss, the tables have turned. My troops are forced to retreat, and recovery is impossible.
Is there a need to play this out?
Damn it. Why can't I beat him? It doesn't matter what I do. The defense protocol is sound, but my pride is now on the line. We ain't cheating. Nah. I made a misplay. I want to take back that move. Without waiting for Zayne's answer, I reach for the undo button and try to rewind the battle to the point before his counter. That's still cheating! What do you mean? Master a little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
I'm afraid that's prohibited.
Yeah, there was cheat and then cheat. That's the only option I had. Zayne, before I can touch the button, a layer of ice freezes it.
Don't give me that look. When you invited me here, you promised me that I could be merciless, no?
True. Girl. Okay, we just cheating. It's not over yet. Give me a moment to think. Pretending to contemplate, I let my gaze drift to the window. Zayne, why hasn't the tree we planted bloomed yet? As I had hoped, Zayne follows my gaze.
It's possible that now's not the time. Some trees don't blossom in their first year.
While he's distracted, I quickly mute the simulation and stealthily reassigned one of his military units to my command. Girl, he's not gonna fall for that.
And some trees bloom when you're not looking.
Yeah. I mean, Zayne's case. We were caught in 4K.
Change it back.
No. No. Cheating is a skill.
All right. However, I caught you red-handed, so your attempt failed.
Yeah, we badly skilled at cheating. It's not like I need to cheat to beat you. Girl, if that was the case, then why did you try cheating in the first place? She is such a brat. It's midnight. The brutal score of 12-0 flashes before my eyes. Refusing to accept defeat, I hit the start button again.
Your Highness, it's time for me to leave.
Nah, you ain't leaving. Finish this game with me. You can stay the night if you must. Zayne silently glances at our clasped hands.
It would be inappropriate of me to spend the night in the Crown Princess's living quarters.
Nah. Nah. Not at all. Who cares about what's appropriate? If you insist on leaving, I'll assume you're afraid of losing to me.
It's time for you to rest.
We can't rage bait him like that. I don't need that. I need to figure out how to beat you.
What are you willing to sacrifice for victory?
He's so close that I can see my reflection in his eyes. I'm still wearing the expression of someone who refuses to lose. Don't think you could trick me into letting go. He taps the screen with his finger.
Here.
Excuse me, what? Which catches what? Oh, which catches my attention. Here what? He's indicating a key strategic fortress, one I have captured early in the game. For a moment, I don't understand what he's implying.
To win a war, you must sacrifice something important.
That's definitely not foreshadowing at all.
Your Majesty, it's the Valkyrie.
Valkyrie? My thoughts are interrupted by the maid's voice. I collect myself and look out the window of the mothership's observation deck. The numbers from countless combat simulations appear before me as formations of battleships span across the starry expanse. To win, I must sacrifice something important. Out of the corner of my eye, I see that the nobles are captivated by Zayne's formidable many things can definitely draw attention. Starship fleet, yeah, sure, yeah. It's exactly as I have hoped. When my hold on the throne was still precarious, Zayne played the part of my adversary, who drew the animosity and scrutiny of the nobles away from me. Now, the nobles are more or less under my control, but Zayne's power can't be considered a simple counterweight. He has become the greatest obstacle to my rule over the Empire. To reclaim my power as Empress, the first one to be sacrificed must be... Nah, don't have him walk on the screen when you're...
Your Majesty, it's time for your speech.
No. He not gonna... Absolutely not. Do not make me kill this man. Do not make me cry in this card. I'm not here to cry. The platform I'm standing on slowly rises as the comms channel opens. The entire Imperial army waits patiently for my speech. I rein in my gaze, and my thoughts read from the prepared script. The words are... rot? I don't know. Platitudes about the Empire's future, the Empress's glory, and... Zayne displayed extraordinary merit in quelling the rebellion of Fortress No. 1. He has personally trained countless brilliant military minds and laid the foundation for the Empire's order. I recite Zayne's achievements without even glancing at my script. In regard to everything he's done for the Empire, no one knows them better than I do. I once believed he was shouldering my burdens. Only later did I realize that what he had secured for himself was more than I had ever imagined. Zayne is the Empire's sharpest sword and its most silent guardian. And even historians, known for their stern consciousness, were willing to make an exception and lavish extra ink on Zayne's achievements. They left behind a rare commendation. It is said that during the military parade in Cosmic Year 649, the Empress read aloud his contributions to the Empire from sunrise to sunset before finishing the list. Wow. But let us skip past the grand highlights of this ceremony to witness a minor, unexpected incident. It was this interlude that gave the tense parade a name fondly remembered in the streets and alleys for generations. Oh. Excerpt from the Rise and Fall of the Cosmic Empire. Oh god. Okay, good to know our empire is going to fall at the end of this. What happens? What's gonna happen? With the stars as my witness, I shall bestow upon Zayne the Imperial Medal on behalf of the Cosmic Empire. Zayne stands before me, his back to the crowd. His gaze rests on me. My fingers fumble with the clasp, but the medal refuses to be fastened. I become impatient, and my movements grow clumsy. Zayne silently bends down to make it easier for me. His voice is tinged with amusement, and his breath is so close that it almost caresses my neck.
You appear to be rather reluctant to bestow this medal, Your Majesty.
Not at all. Having secured the pin, I take this opportunity to pat him twice on the chest, a little harder than necessary. It's under the pretext of smoothing his uniform. You've taken another prize from me. Did you expect me to celebrate with fanfare?
In any case, I've prepared a gift for you, Your Majesty.
Before long, a sword is brought forth. It gleams with a chilling light. Oh, I know what the sword is. This material is blade silver. Blade silver is a remarkably hard alloy, and weapons forged from it are exceptionally sharp. The key mineral for its synthesis is found only in the Stein Galaxy. The forging technique is exclusive to their people. What is the meaning behind this gift? Under the watchful eyes of all present, Zayne gets down on one knee and presents the weapon to me.
Blade silver is resilient and unbreakable. I present this sword to Your Majesty in the hopes that the bond between us will prove to be indestructible. May the Empire grow stronger under your reign.
I mean, I'm about to be pointing that blade at your neck here soon.
The Grand General is swearing fealty to the Empress. Does this mean they're no longer rivals?
Don't know about that.
Will the Grand General truly be content to stand in the Empress's shadow?
Amidst the whispers, I lower my gaze towards Zayne. The sword he holds casts a shadow over his face, which obscures his expression. Yet I can see that the sheath is engraved with my favorite flower. Jasmines. Did you have these carved for me?
Yes.
All this effort, are you trying to rekindle what we once had? Everyone around us holds their breath. They're waiting to see how Zayne will respond to my pointed question. Composed, Zayne rises and fastens the sword to my belt with practiced ease. Just as I'm about to step back, he wraps an arm around my waist and holds me in place. You... He cuts me off calmly.
Has it ever occurred to you that...
Nah.
I'm simply keeping a promise. I said I'd give you a proper weapon as a gift for your coronation.
Oh. His words catch me off guard. This is a counterattack for when I told him that he needed to properly rest.
The rebellion was unforeseen. I'm afraid I was late by 210 days. Fortunately, you're still willing to accept it, Your Majesty.
Of course. 210 days. It has been exactly 210 days since he left. I don't remember if I refuted him. The ceremony became known as the Jasmine Festival. For a long time afterward, a belated gift was called the Empress's Jasmine. Stop. So, traveler walking amongst the stars, should you find yourself regrettably absent for one of life's pivotal moments, do not forget to bring a bouquet of jasmines. Excerpt from the rise and fall of the Cosmic Empire. The military parade has ended. I'm back in my room and staring at my reflection in the mirror. My gaze falls to the sword at my waist. There's an inexplicable irritation in my heart, an itch I couldn't scratch. I accepted Zayne's gift, but I have no idea what he's trying to imply.
There's no need to be upset with the sword, Your Majesty. Let me stow it away in the darkest corner of the cosmos. I promise, you'll never lay eyes on it again.
Don't. You're not touching the sword, lady. She reaches for it, but I don't let go. It's a beautiful sword. Unconsciously, I run my hand over the sheath. The embossed jasmine petals are cool and defined. They're like him. Only now do I realize that it wasn't the sword that bothered me. It was the way he presented it. He was so composed and assured, as if he knew I'd keep it. Seeing my silence, the maid smiles and presents a beautiful dress.
Your Majesty, you manage countless affairs of the Empire. Even when you're at the border, you oversee every detail. You should take some time to unwind. A ball is being held for the soldiers later. If you make an appearance, I'm sure many will line up to dance with you.
I only want the Grand General, thanks.
You could choose any fine gentleman. Perhaps you'll forget about the Grand General then.
No. Who said he was on my mind, girl? My fingertips rest on the last jasmine petal of the sheath as I narrow my eyes. Indeed, I need to unwind. Ready. When I step into the brilliantly lit ballroom, all conversation ceases. Even the music falters for a beat. Filled with awe, curiosity, or reverence, dozens of eyes turn to me. Smiling, I raise a glass to toast the room. At ease, everyone. I'm here for a dance, not an inspection. The music resumes, and a young officer approaches me. His ears are red.
Your Majesty, may I have the honor of this dance?
Where's Zayne? My gaze travels from his... Oh god, what the hell is... Epaulets? To his boots before settling back on his nervous expression. Almost instinctively, I begin to analyze his background, rank, posture, even the tone of his voice. And most importantly, his motives. Then I realize I'm analyzing a young man who only mustered up the courage to ask me for a dance. My maid's words ring true. I've been trapped in the Empire's games for too long. It's time to try some of life's simple joys. My first dance is yours.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will always be loyal to you.
Aw, how cute. His unfiltered display of fondness makes me smile. This candid admiration and reverence. Haven't I been looking for those? For some reason, my thoughts drift back to Zayne, of course. Today, he pledged his loyalty to me before everyone. But where does his heart truly lie? I place my hand in the young soldiers and walk toward the center of the dance floor under everyone's gaze. He won't even dare to look at me, and I feel awkward. I'm unsure of how I can dance with someone like this. Yeah, there he is. The ballroom doors swing open, and the sudden noise brings the orchestra to a halt. It feels as though the air has been sucked from the room. Only a frozen silence remains. A familiar set of footsteps echo across the floor. The crowd parts like a tide, and Zayne comes to a stop before me. Not the music.
Find someone else for your first dance.
So am I, Nana.
Yes, sir.
This poor lad. The young soldier jolts like a new recruit being called on. He salutes before hurrying away. I stare at my empty palm. You scared off my dance partner. Yeah, he's like, I'm the dance partner. Zayne extends his hand as an invitation to dance.
In that case, I'll be his replacement. After the military parade, rumors say we're in the midst of a power struggle. Supposedly, we're conspiring to fool the nobles and claim the fortress as our private property.
Oh, really?
Those looking to pick a side between us are watching. So, shall we take this opportunity to reinforce our alliance?
I mean, yeah. Getting a sincere... Game. Getting a sincere invitation out of you is almost impossible. As we move to the center of the dance floor, the orchestra strikes up a melody I know all too well. Is it the one that's currently in my ears right now? I look up and meet Zayne's mirthful gaze. Do you still remember the steps?
It's been a long time.
This was the first formal dance I performed at my debut aunt as the crown princess. Zayne was the one who practiced with me back then. During that ball, he took my hand and led me onto the dance floor. With a sea of calculating, suspicious glares around us, he offered his support and trust. But now, can we even say one honest word to each other again? During our dance, I lean in as we turn and speak softly. Why did you actually try to find me tonight?
Perhaps I simply wanted to dance like your majesty.
I don't believe you. It's because I can't bring myself to focus entirely on the dance. You're here to keep an eye on me. You won't let me win over your soldiers. It's a cunning move.
How many people were you planning to dance with tonight?
Just you. Before I process his words, Zayne's hand presses into my waist. I spin with the music and realize I can only find balance within his grasp. Is he jealous? Yeah, he's so jealous. Hi, Kimmy. Yeah, we're with our man. We're dancing. The music swells to the most passionate crescendo. Couples hold their partners close as they spin and weave across the parquet. Oh my god, they're giving me so many words I've never seen before. The dance floor turns into a swirling vortex. Seeing this side of Zayne is a rare treat it is. I love jealous Zayne. I seize this opportunity to whisper a wicked joke in his ear. Oh no. I haven't decided yet. It depends on what I can get out of it. Zayne, you've always had good taste. Why don't you help me pick one? Oh no. For example, that man over there.
He has a family.
I mean, I can still dance with him.
He has sworn an oath of abstinence to the stars.
Am I supposed to believe that? What about the young soldier from before? I'm so busy looking around that I missed the music shifting to its languid finale. I step on Zayne's foot. Oh, I'm sorry. The arm at my waist suddenly tightens, and I'm pulled into his embrace.
What kind of game are you playing tonight?
We're just bratting and messing with you, that's all.
Is there a reason that forbids you from choosing me?
It will. Unable to break free, I meet his gaze without backing down. My playful mood is gone. It's replaced by a nameless, irresistible impulse. Are you asking because I won't consider you? Or is it that you've never given me the chance to? I can see what every single person in this room wants from me. It's plain, raw, and within my control. But you're the only one I can't read, even when you're standing right in front of me. Zayne releases his grip.
The allure of that fervor, adoration, and worship is fleeting. You'll tire of it eventually. What you truly need is...
I can think of a few things. As the first dance ends, fireworks bloom against the night sky. Everyone's gaze is drawn to the brilliant display outside. The fireworks drown out Zayne's words, yet the impulse within me has been ignited. Yes! Go for it, girl! Oh. Oh, we definitely put him in a state of something. I push Zayne into a shadowy corner of the ballroom and kiss him. It isn't particularly passionate, but it's enough to make Zayne's thoughts stop. Now he's focused solely on me. As fireworks illuminate the sky once more. You're not even gonna let me be able to save that? Rude. Yeah, his kiss takes away the words I was about to say. Yeah. It literally did. It stopped me from speaking. I know his prized rationality has evaporated at this moment, on this very night. Let me save the lines, please. Oh my god. As dazzling fireworks light up the ball, Zayne and I slip away unnoticed. We hold each other close as we hurry down the corridor and tumble into my bedchamber. I was not expecting to go down this route, but I'm not complaining. His kisses fall like rain and melt into me like fresh snow. My heart finds itself dancing to a frantic rhythm. My God. Forget about etiquette, politics. Forget about all those other... Yeah, just forget about it.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh my... I won't uncover his secrets, outwit his sharp mind, or control his destiny. All I want is him at this moment. Just this moment I'm seeing, every moment. Hi. Thank you. You blessed me, thank you. The afterglow of our passion hangs in the air. I stir and roll over before waking in Zayne's arms. I don't know what my face is right now. My mind is blank. The ornate patterns on the ceiling swim before my eyes, and it takes me a moment to remember where I am. This man just makes me feral, okay? He makes me feel things. Zayne is asleep, his breathing deep. However, his brow is furrowed as if he's troubled by his dreams. What are you thinking about? I smooth the worry from his forehead, but then my bracelet abruptly buzzes against my wrist. My secretary is calling in the middle of the night. Nah, go away. I feel my eyebrow twitch. I clamp a hand over the bracelet before I can wake Zayne. No, he awake. He awake. I know he is. I saw him blinking. For some reason, a sense of foreboding rises in my heart. I slip out of bed as quietly as possible. Leaving the bedchamber, I answer the call.
Your Majesty, we just received a confession from Major Wace at the border prison.
Oh. Go on.
Major Wace has confessed that the mastermind behind the Fortress No. 1 rebellion is the Grand General.
I kind of figured that. There's only silence. Keep going.
According to Major Wace, the Grand General had long coveted Fortress No. 1 as a means to expand his forces, and had been contacting him frequently in private.
Mm-hmm.
During Sen's rebellion, the Grand General promised him a substantial reward and a promotion. He persuaded him to abandon the fortress and defect to Sten.
Okay.
But the Grand General went back on his word and arrested him for treason.
You're playing
As a
both
result,
sides.
Wace decided to tell us everything.
Yes, he is the only one we need. A conspiracy always seems simple once it's laid bare. When I return to my bedchamber, should I confront Zayne, lay the cards on the table, or should I kill him? Waze refused to speak about his defection since his arrest. Yet after all of this time, the first words out of his mouth were accusations against Zayne. How credible is his confession? My thoughts churn in chaos. However, one thing is clear. I have an opportunity. Regardless of the truth, this is all I need to topple Zayne from his position. I won't have any rivals left to challenge my authority, and the concept of balancing royal authority can be erased from the Empire's history. But... yeah, I touched the red mark on my neck. It's where the warmth of Zayne's touch still lingers. I've also noticed no marks on him. MC, you're slacking.
Your Majesty, shall we continue with the investigation?
Investigate discreetly. Do not alert Zayne.
Understood.
I won't be surprised if he heard all of that. When morning arrives, it isn't birdsong or sunlight streaming into the bedchamber that wakes me. Rather, it's the warmth of Zayne's arm against my back. I turn and see he's already awake. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Good morning. I don't think the Grand General is supposed to say good morning to his Empress in a palace like this, a place like this.
Doesn't it lend credence to the rumors that we are conspiring for power?
I note the hint of a smile on Zayne's lips and glare at him. Zayne, I swear! Pressing an exasperated hand to my forehead, I push him away and swing my legs out of bed. Aw, no more cuddles? I'm sad. My feet land on something soft. I look down. Our clothes are strewn all over the floor, obviously. Oh no. Oh no. As if on cue, a knock comes from the door. My headache worsens, and the music changed. Oh no.
Your Majesty, the Foreign Minister is waiting for you at the door. Halron, the Stain Galaxy's leader, would like to negotiate.
About that. Oh dear. I turned to look at Zayne. I'm sad. I mean, he's already getting out of bed and calmly putting on his shirt. His bracelet beeps. After fastening the
Grand General, where are you?
Oh. he just answers the call.
The Foreign Minister is looking for you. The Stein Galaxy's leader, Halron, has requested to begin negotiations with the Empire.
This is gonna be, this could be interesting.
Understood. I'm on my way to the council room.
Yeah. But they're right outside the door. Given the urgent situation, there's no... okay, MC.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, Grand General? What are you...
We consummated our marriage last night.
This is convenient. I'll ask the people I sent to find the Grand General to return at once.
That poor maid.
15 minutes ago, we received the latest intel. Stein's forces have arrived at the edge of the Allure Galaxy. The rebel leader, Halron, is leading the delegation.
He's bold to leave this Sten. Oh god, leave the Sten after his coup. Has he already stabilized his position?
There are still many within Stein who oppose Halron. The main reason is his regicide and usurpation.
Okay, is it?
That's why he's desperate to find an external enemy. He needs to convince his people.
Okay, he says Stein. Other people have said Sten. I'm confused. I'll keep saying Stein. That's what my brain keeps wanting me to say.
That he's not a usurper. Rather, he simply replaced a weak, incompetent leader.
So this enemy is the Empire. And me. I turn to Zayne, who stands before the holographic map. You're well informed on their internal affairs.
I'm merely doing my duty.
Uh-huh. Zayne zooms in on the map. He's focused on the current position of Halron's fleet.
Halron's fleet has adopted a battle formation. They're ready to open fire at a moment's notice.
Your Majesty, these negotiations might be nothing more than a formality, but many of the smaller galaxies affiliated with the Empire are watching. The best course of action would be for you to appear in person.
They don't care if they're seen or not. I'd be showing off. Halron is truly a golden standard for these opportunistic rats. Then again, I could make an example out of him. I currently need something like that. Before I can respond to the foreign minister, oh, Zayne what? Zayne what? Zayne speaks up first.
I'll go. I faced Halron on the battlefield before. I'm the person who knows him best.
It's a plausible reason. However, considering the classified report I received last night, I can't help but suspect that Zayne might be colluding with Halron in secret. If galaxies are waiting to see my response, then why should I hide behind the Grand General? We'll go together. Besides, the situation is volatile. Who knows? This might be the last time we ever see each other. Zayne chuckles softly, but he quickly composes himself and turns to his subordinate.
Select a suitable battleship and ensure the escort fleet is ready for battle. Be prepared for any contingency.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for that. We'll take the Valkyrie. I'm familiar with its specs. Yes, I'm taking that picture. The diplomatic fleet... The diplomatic fleet, consisting of the Valkyrie and several escort spaceships, departs from Fortress Number 1. Out of boredom, I pull up the screen in front of my seat. I tap it a few times, and the display is flooded with red warnings. Classified files. Access denied. His security measures are second to none.
Warning. Warning. Unidentified battleship detected. The Valkyrie has been targeted.
Uh-oh. What's happening? Trouble arrives sooner than I expected. A bright flash erupts outside the window. It's followed by a violent shudder that rocks the entire battleship. Is that Halron's fleet?
Hold on tight. The escorts are following emergency protocols.
Zayne pushes me back into my seat, almost by reflex, and fastens my safety harness. Above his head, a panel with conduits crashes. Oh god. I grab his arm and pull him towards me. Yeah, we don't want that crashing down on your head. You should be careful too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The escort spaceships try to draw their fire, but Halron's attack is brutally straightforward. They ignore the escorts and focus all their firepower on the Valkyrie. As the battle rages, the auto-navigation system becomes unreliable. Zayne switches to manual control. The Valkyrie charges forward in an attempt to break through the encirclement. I bite my lip and glance at Zayne. His brow is as furrowed as mine. If Zayne is working with Halron, then what's happening?
The main power module has been damaged. Please land immediately.
The nearest landing site.
The view outside is strikingly familiar. Memories from long ago surface in my mind as Zayne and I speak in unison.
Planet Valkyrie.
Oh. Where our battleship is named. It's a planet Zayne and I know very well, for the Imperial Military Academy was here previously. Not anymore, though. Without saying another word, Zayne pulls up the coordinates and initiates the warp. The violent aftershocks from the warp rock the battleship. An involuntary tremor runs through me, and I clench my fists. Suddenly, I feel warmth on the back of my hand. I look down and see that Zayne is holding my hand. Oh. This might be the end. Do you have any last words for me?
I'm sorry.
What? The shield barrier slams down in front of us. But the massive impact still makes my vision go black. I lose consciousness. What? I don't like that he apologizes. What do you mean? What? Is he soft confessing his betrayal? Hazy afternoon light filters through the air. Today is the Crown Princess's coming-of-age ceremony, and the Military Academy has given everyone a day off. They're currently participating in the festivities. But the Crown Princess herself, me, is exhausted from the endless flattery and niceties, so I've slipped away. This is the only time the hangar is empty. Not really. I duck inside the ajar gate. Oh my god, I hope the other cards don't have this issue. I duck inside the ajar gate, and rows of training spacecraft appear. I venture deeper into the cavernous space. My gaze lands on the brand new battleship that's docked at the far end of the row, Valkyrie. Named after the Empire's most prestigious military academy, she has to be state of the art. Let's do a flight test at least. Oh, you'd know Zayne's already on here. I open the hatch, hop into the pilot seat, and peel the protective film from the console. Then, I pull out a fingerprint mold. I went through so much trouble to get this fingerprint from Zayne's sunglasses. No! Not the sunglasses! It better work! I press the mold against the ignition panel, and the authorization light flashes green. Ecstatic, I pat the pilot seat. Them sunglasses travel through all timelines, all universes. I knew Zayne's fingerprint would work. Hi. These are his sunglasses.
Where are you running off to, Your Highness?
I love that these are his sunglasses. Even though it's like, you can only see out one eye. So the glasses canon in every universe. These are the sunglasses, I presume, but I'm just imagining the default ones. He's still wearing those. To this day. Just as I'm about to fire up the engines and fly off into a thrilling unknown. The thrilling unknown. Zayne's voice cuts through the speakers. Zayne, my preceptor, subordinate, the bane of my existence, and the guardian of record listed on my Academy registry until today. Staring. Oh wait, was she saying that? Yeah, oh, she was just thinking it. Staring at me through the screen. He's standing before the battleship with his sunglasses on. Yeah, those are sunglasses in this universe. How he figured out I was here is beyond me. Girl, he followed you. Stealing myself, I jab the ship's comms button. I'm ready to project the unyielding authority of a mature crown princess. Move aside, otherwise I'll run you over. Zayne smiles.
Be my guest. But if you fail to silence me, I'm doubling tonight's lesson on tactical deployment.
I slump back into the seat. Grand General, you're one of the Empire's priceless treasures. Would anyone dare to lay a hand on you? Not ready to admit defeat, I slam the comms button again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired. Surely I could take a nap in here. Good afternoon. Dozing off, I close my eyes. A moment later, I feel someone sit down beside me. Obviously, he can get in here.
Your breathing tells me you're pretending to be asleep.
Says who? You woke me up. What are you going to do about it? Besides, who falls asleep that quickly? Aside from Xavier, maybe.
I can put you back to sleep if you'd like.
Depends on your method. Why does that sound scary? That won't be necessary. Take the sunglasses. A mischievous idea pops into my head. I pluck the sunglasses off and do what with them? I'll put them on. The light is too harsh. I'm borrowing these. I rest my head on his shoulder, but it's not enough. I pat his chest. Yes. The titties are my pillow. What a nice pillow. I'm borrowing this too. I snuggle up against him, trying to find a warm, comfortable spot in his embrace.
Is there anything else? We might as well deal with them now.
A blanket would be nice. It's freezing on the Valkyrie. Maybe I can use your coat.
If you're keen on turning a battleship into your bedroom, I can always enroll you in the course for tactical simulation and field survival.
No.
You'll get to sleep in one for a month.
Oh no, please. Please don't. Stop twisting my words. I'm going to sleep now. Feeling Zayne move, I protest immediately. Surely the mighty Grand General wouldn't deny someone her sleep. Am I mistaken, my dearest preceptor?
If you want to sleep, do so properly. Stop squirming.
He holds me in his arms, and I feel warmer. You're always stopping me from doing things. Why is this an exception?
I can't forbid someone from sleeping. And once you wake up, you'll be well rested.
Oh no.
It's perfect for having a long night filled with lessons.
Maybe you shouldn't wake me up. I'm just conveniently gonna fall into a lifelong coma. My eyelids grow heavy. What started as a prank to annoy Zayne is giving way to genuine drowsiness. Zayne, I officially came of age today. I wish time could stop at this moment. Soon, I'll return to the palace and become the Empress. An Empress has a lot of power, and you have your own authority. When that day comes, can we still be like this? I feel Zayne holding me closer, but it might be a figment of my imagination.
No. When you ascend the throne, individuals whose power rivals yours will become your enemy. This also applies to those who are weaker than you. And it includes me.
No. Nuh-uh.
When that time comes, I won't only be stopping you from sneaking out to have fun. I will counter every decision you make.
Don't mind. I'm barely awake, but I refuse to concede defeat. I push the sunglasses up and look at him. I never needed anyone's permission to do what I want. Just before I drift off, I think I hear Zayne's soft, almost approving chuckle. Then something warm is draped over me. It's his coat. It's cold. I tighten my grip on the coat that's draped over me. Aww. But now, what I'm lying on feels hard and unforgiving. Shaking my head, I notice how something's not right. I open my eyes. With Zayne's coat covering me, I'm lying in one of the Valkyrie's plush seats. Above me is the battleship's damaged hull. Memories of Halron's attack flood into my mind. Fully awake, I realize I was dreaming. Why was it about my coming-of-age ceremony? Many years have passed since then. I slowly sit up. Zayne is at the pilot's console and calibrating the battleship systems. From the window, I can see night has fallen.
How are you feeling?
My shoulders are sore.
You don't have external wounds. However, you should drink something to replenish your energy.
I take the bottle from Zayne and return his coat to him. Seeing that I'm all right, Zayne turns back. Oh, okay. Turns back to the console. The battleship system. His back is exposed to me. I like that. I like that sight. Something about, I don't even know what that was. The truth is, after my coming-of-age ceremony, I had countless opportunities to get rid of him with the most underhanded of means, but I never did. Why would you? It's because of his victories on the battlefield. He's my most capable subordinate, and I take a sip of the drink. Also because these acts of kindness that have nothing to do with power.
The main power module reboot has failed.
We're stranded here for now, but the comms module wasn't badly damaged. It's already been repaired.
Zayne accesses the comms channel and connects to Imperial Central Command. A familiar voice comes through.
Your Majesty, are you all right?
I'm well. What's the current situation in the Empire? My secretary quickly briefs me on what happened since our emergency landing. War had broken out at a terrifying speed, but the military launched a counterattack based on the contingency plans we left and kept losses to a minimum.
The readings show that Valkyrie's power module is severely damaged. Should we dispatch a fleet to retrieve you?
Anyone who wants to approach planet Valkyrie will have to navigate an active war zone. It's safer to remain here.
The planet was decommissioned during the defense reforms I spearheaded, but its basic defensive systems were never dismantled. It still retains some capacity for stealth and counterattacks. We'll issue commands from here. What I need you to do is leak a report that Halron's ambush failed, so we've safely returned to the capital. The Imperial Army will make Halron pay.
Understood, Your Majesty.
As I speak, I watch Zayne's reaction. If he truly is colluding with Halron, then this would be the perfect opportunity to find out. That's pretty. Over the next few days, Zayne and I methodically repair the battleship. We reactivate the Academy's decommissioned service bots and take up residence in the old dormitories. Sometimes, when I wake up to the dorm's familiar ceiling, I feel slightly disoriented. It's as if I'm still the crown princess, studying at the academy, and my relationship with Zayne has yet to become complicated. On planet Valkyrie, the days and nights are unnaturally long. The atmospheric dome is still broken. It glitches out again as Zayne and I finish repairing the Valkyrie's hull. We sit on top of the starship and idly watch a star sink toward the horizon. Time seems to leisurely pass, and our breathing slows with it. I nudge Zayne's knee with mine. Before the Valkyrie went down, you said you were sorry. What were you talking about?
It was nonsense. Don't think too much about it.
Nah, he was totally soft confessing his betrayal. Ooh, food? Nice. I have Zayne's card, I'm just not experienced it yet. Nope, that's totally fine. I don't want you to experience the spoils if you want to first watch it for yourself. I don't believe you. Zayne put away his toolbox. His gaze follows the star where the Academy's forests lie in the distance.
That tree in the palace. The one that has yet to bloom. You transplanted it from the Academy, yes?
I did. But who knew it'd stop blossoming once it moved? Why do you think it's so stubborn? I turn Zayne's face towards me. Girl. And what I'm trying to imply is clear as I enunciate each word. Should I resort to something more extreme, or should I cut off its favorite sweet water supply? Or I could mess with its lush leaves. Zayne's eyes crinkle with amusement, and I'm taken aback. I haven't seen him smile like that in a long time.
Your expression tells me that you can't believe I'm capable of smiling.
You should smile more, Zayne. I haven't seen enough. You will never see enough. We'll never see enough smiling. Let me see you. Let me see you forever.
The novelty will inevitably wear off.
No. No, I don't think so. I doubt it. No matter what happens, I'll always want to see you smile more. More time passes. The star sinks below the horizon and rises once more. One morning, an escort starship lands on planet Valkyrie. After clearing out the ambushers, Zayne's personal guards arrive to assist us. They bring with them the tidings of war. The tactical classroom is converted into a command center where daily strategy meetings are held. The situation becomes clearer. Fortress Number 1 has played a critical role in this war. Soon, we'll be leaving planet Valkyrie. But I haven't forgotten Major Waze's accusation against Zayne. Under the guise of repairing the battleship, I've been searching for clues with remote assistance from my security these past few days.
Highest clearance level has been granted.
Nice. I press the key, and the erased classified data is restored. Whether or not Zayne colluded with Halron will soon be revealed. Confirmed. A stream of data floods the screen. 3 automatically logged flight paths appear before me. Zayne met with Halron at the border more than once. I can't believe he could tolerate making deals with such a man. There's also a heavily encrypted attachment. The password is... I tentatively type in a string of numbers. It's my birthday, the day when I'd be a little older. I don't know whether to feel bitter or glad. The decrypted file reveals an agreement. There are only a few clauses, but they spell out every step of Stein's rebellion in great detail. Zayne would instruct Major Waze, who was stationed at the border, to secretly help Halron usurp power, seize the Stein Galaxy, and declare succession. Once Waze defected, Zayne would step in to suppress the rebellion, which gave him a legitimate reason to take command of Fortress 1 and weaken the Empress's authority. Then, Zayne would quell the unrest caused by the civil war in the Empire and seize power for himself. I mean, you could have just married me and there you go, you're now Emperor. Easy. The final line of the agreement states that the Empress would be handed over... Empress would be handed over to Zayne. He'd take her life to ensure she could never oppose him again. Insane. You're breaking my heart, sir. How could you? The star is falling, and I hear distant rumbling. Only when I close my eyes can I hear it clearly. It's a sound from deep within my heart. So you've been plotting against me this whole time. Assuming this is true, then I no longer need to waver about standing against Zayne. Begin immediate preparations for a military tribunal against Zayne.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Everything will be set in motion once we leave planet Valkyrie and return to the Empire.
What are you doing?
Oh. I hear a voice behind me. My hand jerks as it switches screens and disconnects the comms channel. Hi. Zayne walks in. I avert my gaze. Not wanting to look at him, I respond half-heartedly. I'm looking around, killing time. It's the Council of War over. Zayne nods and takes the pilot's seat. It's only then that I realize I switched the screen to a combat simulation.
Were you waiting for me?
No. Wordlessly, I sit down, press start, and choose the defending side as usual. The simulation begins. Zayne's primary target is a strategic fortress. The fortress's defense is sluggish. It falls to Zayne in moments. I'll let you have it.
That's a new excuse.
I flawlessly counter Zayne's subsequent attacks and let him believe I made a careless mistake. Patiently, I set up a trap that spans the entire board. Finally...
I suppose I lost.
Oh. Yes. It's about time you did. I stand up. A resolve that doesn't falter is needed to defeat Zayne. He once told me that for the sake of victory, one must sometimes sacrifice what matters the most. At long last, I've made up my mind. I'm determined to turn the tide of this war. This means I'm determined to sacrifice Zayne. No! I don't wanna! The war between the Empire and the Stein Galaxy intensifies. With Zayne leading the military, Halron's forces crumbled. We received a report from the front lines. Halron has been captured alive and is being held in a border prison. Despite the trouble he's caused, Zayne and I have a strange, unspoken agreement to never mention his name again. 2 days later, the Valkyrie's repairs are complete. We set a course to return to the Empire. As we head back, I close my eyes and pretend to sleep, but my mind races. Zayne is always cautious. To ensure I deal a decisive strike, I need more evidence. Waze's testimony, the recovered data from the battleship, and a Halron. Nothing would carry more weight than a confession from the leader of the Stein Galaxy. I can't afford to keep delaying things. I must see him in prison. Gauging our distance to the border prison, I pull up the navigation system and change our destination.
You've changed our course?
Yep. I'm going to interrogate Halron.
You can leave that to your subordinates. Our current priority is to return to the Empire so all the factions can see you're safe and sound.
No. I let out a cold laugh, and my voice drips with sarcasm. You don't want me to go? Are you afraid of what he might say? Or, yeah, Halron might tell me about you. Suddenly changing our course was a calculated move to catch Zayne off guard. And Zayne, a master of in handling emergencies, is now uncharacteristically silent.
You.
Me. You should address me as Your Majesty. After the Valkyrie lands at the border prison, I activate the battleship's internal comms and summon Zayne's personal guards. Secure the Valkyrie. Unless I give the order, Zayne cannot leave the battleship. No one is allowed to approach him. The guards freeze and look at Zayne, the Grand General they've always served. You didn't hear me? The air grows so cold that it feels solid. A moment passes before the guards slowly surround Zayne. Why are their footsteps sound so wet? If you fail, you shall share the burden of his guilt. I look at Zayne again. He shows neither anger nor panic. He doesn't even ask what crime I intend to charge him with. But my decisions never required his approval. Oh, this is a familiar background I haven't seen in a while. They're bringing AUs together. Halron is brought in, and there isn't a scratch on him. I suspect he surrendered to the Imperial soldiers with little to no resistance. You're a smart man, so I'll only ask this once. The smuggling of weapons between you and Zayne. With someone like him, honesty won't get you anywhere. I put extra stress on arms smuggling and watch Harlan's reaction closely. Did you approach Zayne first, or did Zayne contact you?
How did you find out? He came to me, of course. Your Majesty's rewards weren't enough for him, so he decided to fill his own pockets.
I see. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. I see. So you have no idea what the agreement was about. I deliberately substituted the coup with smuggling, and he didn't even notice.
Does it matter? Isn't it better to let a misunderstanding work in your favor? Your Majesty, You can order me to testify against Zayne. I am here to serve. I promise you won't regret it.
He's trying his best to persuade me, but I don't hear a word he's saying. If Halron knew nothing about the agreement, then where did the hidden document I found came from? Trembling like a leaf, Waze is cowering on the floor before me. There's not a single trace of the major he once was.
The Grand General's treason. I don't know anything.
Sure. This is your own confession, yet you claim to know nothing. I don't have all day to play games with you. Or would you rather have a little chat with Zayne?
Wait, I'll talk!
Mentioning Zayne's name is enough to make him deflate like a punctured sack of flour. He tells me everything. Everyone knew that Fortress Number 1 was impregnable. No one could ever conquer it, and Waze believed that too. So he postponed route inspections and cut corners on security patrols. Yeah, that's how it ends up being conquerable, you dumbass. When he realized his negligence had created a fatal vulnerability in their defenses, Stein's forces had already broken through. In his panic, Waze chose to defect the Stein galaxy to save himself.
But in the end, the Grand General captured me and brought me back.
And the confession?
I didn't do it willingly, Your Majesty. On that day, visiting hours were over when someone approached my cell.
Okay. I try to keep my breathing steady.
It was the Grand General. He forced me to accuse him of treason.
Huh.
You can start preparing your statement now.
That is... Zayne, what are you up to? What the fuck?
Grand General, you're joking, yes?
Zayne, what are you doing? Several ice shards pin Waze's prison uniform in place.
I understand. You were my accomplice in betraying the Empire.
Are you playing make-believe?
Zayne gambled with the Imperial defenses. He ordered me to lose so Stein's forces could invade.
That's not heinous enough.
Okay.
He promised he'd let me go, but he went back on his word and arrested me. Then he tortured me.
Continue.
Zayne also said that the Empress is unfit to rule the Empire. He'd inevitably kill her.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Grand General, if this confession falls into the Empress's hands, she could use it to get rid of you. The Empress controls the court, and the nobles who support you will flock to her side. Her authority will be absolute.
Uh-huh.
An Empress with absolute power. Is there anything wrong with that?
He's doing this on purpose so we can get absolute power. That's what he wants. So he's willing to sacrifice himself for it. Zayne, no! Why? You don't need to do that. My heart is pounding. I don't even remember how I made it out of the border prison. The young Empress needed a political opponent, a rival to keep her in check. If it wasn't Zayne, then it'd be one of the nobles who were watching her like a hawk. Zayne was the person she knew and trusted the most. With him, she could sit securely on her throne. Yeah, he is playing 5D chess over here. Why? In time, the Empress began to demonstrate her ambition and talent. if Zayne remained, a civil war might break out. So there's only one solution. Once the giant was brought down, the Empress could rule over a unified empire. Like I said, we could just marry? Bring everybody together that way. There's no need for somebody to die. For a moment, I remember the combat simulation aboard the Valkyrie. Did I actually defeat Zayne?
Your Majesty, an urgent military report has arrived.
The secretary hurries toward me, and I grab her arm. Immediately cancel the military tribunal for Zayne.
Your Majesty, it's too late.
Oh, God.
The military has already announced charges of treason against the Grand General to the public.
I'm getting deja vu to immediate disorder right now.
The entire Empire knows the Grand General has betrayed the Empire. And you.
The evidence the military received, it could have only been provided by Zayne himself. Zayne, oh my god. He sacrificed his own reputation to give me the one gift I've always wanted. I'm about to smack this man. The anger and frustration I've suppressed for so long burst like water surging through a broken dam. I storm onto the battleship. As soon as I am through the hatch, I see the guards assigned to Zayne. There's nothing more than unmoving pillars of ice. I take a few steps, and the hatch closes behind me. The battleship's engines roar to life. I don't care where it's going. I only want to find Zayne and demand an answer.
Coordinates.
Oh no,
confirmed.
here we go.
Returning to
Oh
alert.
no. Say no, please.
You're here?
Are you eager to face judgment? Allow me to be your judge, then. Wait, no. Oh, this is annoying.
This spaceship will return to its home planet. But we can never go back to what we were.
See. Oh, don't look at me like, don't give me that look. Now.
I gave you that sword, and you wield it well.
Damn. Oh, no,
I've
don't.
told you before.
Don't smile like that, say please. No. Not at a time like this.
Or, you must never show mercy to traitors.
Oh! Did I don't know if I missed it or not. Oh my god. That went so fast. I don't even know if like clicking it had a difference. I don't even know if I clicked it. No. He's hurt. I'm so sorry. You knew this whole time. Power can't tempt you, and it can't compel me to hurt you. Oh, clear. Should this be the time? I mean...
Your Majesty, this is the price of mercy.
Fine with me. Fine with me. Aww, the notes can't stop it.
Yes. The very betrayal I've committed. Consider it my final lesson. Congratulations, you've matured. My Empress.
Can it be like, what happened last time? The last kissing? Please. News of Zayne's treason spread throughout the Empire overnight. The public's fury overwhelmed reason. In the ensuing outrage, military authority was smoothly transferred into my hands. I officially began my reign without the delicate balance of power Zayne had created. The Empire ran with exceptional efficiency, and the leeches who once tried to bargain with me could only bow their heads in submission. Me too. I wait for this to end before I go for a small break. But Zayne's fate remained a thorn in my side. My position prevented me from publicly exonerating Zayne. It appeared as though I was acting on personal feelings, and it would destabilize the political situation I secured. With my tacit approval, two groups appeared before me. Noting the political situation, one faction did everything in their power to slander Zayne, diminish his accomplishments, and exaggerate his ambitions. The other argued fiercely on Zayne's behalf and begged me to restore his status and honor. After a heated public debate, I gave my verdict. Zayne would be confined to his home planet. He was forbidden from taking a single step outside of it. I hope his home planet is here with me. Please. After a long day of tedious imperial affairs, I deftly open a window and board my private vessel when no one is watching. I use a familiar route to reach Zayne's home planet. Damn it. It's not the same. It's late, but Zayne is still awake. He's living a life of leisure now. Honestly, he deserves that. He spends his days reading, eating desserts, and making ice sculptures. He even found the time to write 142 treatises on military strategy. When I find him, he's resting on a lounge chair. A neat row of small ice sculptures rests at his feet. Thank you, game. They know what outfit I like on this man. I know you're not asleep. Stop pretending.
And what's your excuse for neglecting your duties this time, Your Majesty?
The tree in the palace has bloomed, you lazy man. I gently tuck a flower into his lap hole. I picked this up from under the tree. If you want to see what it looks like when it's in full bloom, you should return to the palace soon.
So you're visiting because of the flower?
I want to visit you, too. I'm here for you, of course. With a huff, I give him a new verdict. Within 2 years, I'll find a way to revoke my previous sentence and restore your honor. And when I do, you'll be in charge of running the military academy. Aww. Instead of getting He looks so happy! Instead of getting up, Zayne only settles deeper into his lounge chair. His smile never leaves his face. Did you hear me? 2 years is too long as it is. Stop grinning.
But I recall you saying you wanted me to smile more.
Exactly. I am happy to see you smiling.
I only have 2 years of peace and quiet left. I should make the most of it and rest while I can.
What the hell did MC even say before that? Oh, lean down to tease him. No, we don't knock over his ice sculptures. That's mean. Nestled in his embrace, I look at the stars and remember the first time I met Zayne. That night was exactly like this. Back then, it took me a significant amount of effort to track Zayne down. I flew my spaceship alone across half the galaxy and landed here.
Could it even be called a landing? Based on what I remember, it was more like a crash.
Hey.
When you saw me, your first words weren't a request for help. You demanded me to be your advisor and help you claim the throne.
You refused and handed me an acceptance letter to the military academy. It was a test. And now I've approached him again for the same reason. I want him to rule the Empire with me. Yes. Be Emperor Zayne. I hold out my hand. What will you give me this time? Zayne places his palm over mine.
Myself.
I smile and take his hand. Anger once clouded their judgment, and power once consumed their reason. On the path to reach the pinnacle of power, the Empress raised her sword, only to gently lay it down. The Grand General, who was a single step away from the throne, turned and left. 2 hearts that once burned for power soon trembled for love. Excerpt from The Rise and Fall of the Cosmic Empire. Aww. Become a husband. That's how you can rule with me. Absolute cinema, yes. Oh my god, that was so good. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh. No! There's a second ending! I was wondering if there was. Oh no! Oh. Oh. No! I know exactly what it is. Ain't no way ending 1. It's the other choice. Execute everyone, I'm tired. And ain't no way that's what it is. And I almost actually... I mean, I have to go to the bathroom, but I come back, we're going to test that. That it. I almost pressed that option too. Just out of sheer curiosity. That would have been the shortest memory in existence. Alright, I'll be right back and then we're gonna go do that ending. Yes. When I first saw that, I thought, oh crap. Like, you could actually probably kill him by where that little prompt show up to move the sword from stabbing him in the neck. But I guess that option, it doesn't matter if you click it or not. It's just there to freak you out the first time, which it succeeded. It did indeed freak me out. Okay, so let us get back to wherever that option is. That might actually just be right here. Okay. We'll speed through a little bit. Oh, here we go. Alright, we just killing everyone. I'm tired. How many times have I been caught in this vortex of power? I've lost count. The ceaseless political machinations are enough to bring down a mighty empire and erode its empress's ambitions. The insatiable greed of these people before me once again fills me with a weariness that has settled deep into my bones. I'm tired, Master. I'm going to rest now. I haven't addressed him as that in a long time. Zayne looks taken aback, reminded of the days when he was my preceptor.
You've already made your choice. Is that right?
These might be the last words we ever say to each other. I don't answer him. I turn and walk out of the hall. We just nuking the whole galaxy. Armed guards enter... Oh, goodness gracious. Excuse me, I want to read that. Armed guards enter the council room as soon as I leave. They seal the doors and close off the blood and the screaming. The last person who's dragged out is the court scribe, shuddering in fear, but is still dutifully taking notes. I give him a reminder. Nothing happened today. In Cosmic Year 649, the Empress set a trap during a meeting and executed her political enemies. Only the Grand General managed to fight his way out, but of course. In the following year, the Empress and the Grand General sent envoys to negotiate. An attempt for peace fell through after 2 hours, and the Empire was thrown into a civil war. It said the council meeting in the Cosmic Year 649 was the last time Empress Riley and Grand General Zayne ever met face to face. Well, that's sad. Whether or not the Empress looked back at the Grand General as she departed is a detail lost to history. But that hasn't stopped generations from retelling their story. He was once her preceptor before becoming her ally. For 6 months, they were monarch and subordinate, then mortal enemies for the rest of their lives. They have striven to avoid war, yet they were driven to the worst possible fate. Their names are forever stained in the annals of history. To this day, their supporters still argue over who's responsible. Was it the threat posed by the Grand General that deprived the Empress of her chance to be a benevolent ruler? Or was it the Empress's suspicions that forced the Grand General to rebel? When faced with a greater prize, is love always the first to be sacrificed? It's a question no one can answer. What we can say for certain, however, is that on such a morning, to say nothing happened would be nothing short of lying. Excerpt from The Rise and Fall of Cosmic Empire. This is not canon, that's not how this ends. But yeah, this got nothing. This had nothing on Catch-22 in terms of a bad ending. I'd say that was a little lazier, but kind of, it would have been funny if I actually picked that as the first option. Like, that would have been the shortest memory I ever played. But I'd say that that's just a gag ending. The rest of it, of course, is the actual, like, that's the true ending. So I'd say that was incredible. Absolute cinema.